Brad here
and Trish
with Summit Path Coaching, and welcome back to What's Your Why Wednesday. Today we are tackling a massive topic, that great American dream of owning a home.
If you've watched the news lately, you've probably heard the headlines claiming that home ownership is becoming completely out of reach for the average person. But today, we're going to separate fact from fiction.
Exactly. We'll talk about what's real, what is just made up fear, and the exact steps you can take to make your home ownership dream a reality without turning it into a financial nightmare. Let's start with some hard facts. It is true that over the past 45 years, the median price of a home has grown faster than the median family income. On top of that, we are looking at a net housing inventory shortage nationally. And of course, we all know that when something is in short supply, it drives the price up.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Interest rates. Over the same 45-year period, 30-year mortgage rates have ranged from a record high of over 18% in 1981 down to a record low of about 2.6% in 2021. Currently, they're hovering around 6.25%.
We share this because the interest rate is not the driving factor of whether or not you should buy a house. We all love 2021 when the interest rate was less than 3% on a 30-year mortgage. But that was a historical anomaly, and we can't wait until the interest rate goes back down to that, because it may never happen. Today's rates are still much lower than what many previous generations had to navigate. Do not let rate fear keep you on the sidelines if you are financially ready.
So, how do you get a home? It starts long before you ever go to that open house. Step one is being totally financially prepared. Bottom line up front, clear your consumer debt, set up a fully funded emergency fund before you take this leap.
Homeownership is full of unexpected expenses. A busted water heater, a leaky roof, or a dying AC unit. If you go into a mortgage with a car payment and credit card debt, a simple home repair will push you right to the edge. Step two, know your budget and stick to it. We have a very specific formula to keep your house a blessing, not a burden.
We highly recommend that you purchase a home with a 15-year fixed rate mortgage where the monthly payment is no more than 25% of your household's take-home pay. And some experts will actually say that you can go up to 30% if you anticipate that your income is on an incline. Additionally, putting 20% down will help you avoid PMI or private mortgage insurance.
And remember, PMI is not insurance that protects you. It protects the lender if you stop paying and does absolutely nothing for you. There are plenty of free calculators online that can help you run these exact numbers.
Now, here is something a lot of first-time home buyers miss: the hidden costs. When you're calculating that 25% take-home pay or 30%, remember that your mortgage payment isn't just principal and interest. You have to factor in property taxes, homeowners insurance, and potential HOA fees.
Once you know your budget and have that 20% down payment saved, seek pre-approval for your loan before you start your hunt. Most realtors will not even open a door for you until you are pre-approved. This protects you and protects the homeowners that are currently selling their homes. Looking at houses without a pre-approval letter is a recipe for catching house fever also. You'll fall in love with something that you just can't afford, creating emotional strain you just don't need. Step 4, the hunt. This is where many people get discouraged because their expectations don't match their budget. Let's be real, your first house is probably not going to be in a gated community.
You need to figure out what type of home you actually need, not what you want. You may not be in the price range for a huge yard, 3-car garage, 3 bathrooms. And listen, It will not kill your kids to share a room for a while, and it won't hurt you to live in a house without matching stainless steel appliances. Here are a couple of pro tips for finding a great deal in this tough market. First, look a block or two away from that really nice, highly desired neighborhood. You will still be in close proximity to all of the amenities, but not paying the premium price. Plus, there is a strong potential that your block may become part of that affluent area in the future, driving your property value up as well.
Second, look for a home that is in good structural condition, but maybe, well, let's be honest, a little ugly. Many buyers shy away from the 70s avocado green kitchens or the mauve carpets of the 90s. Let them walk away. That means there's less competition for that house, and it could help you get that house at a much more desirable price. This is where a little elbow grease will gain you massive sweat equity.
Hey, let's talk more about sweat equity. We all love homes that look like they came straight out of a magazine. But you can achieve this look on your own with some time and some effort. Things won't be perfect all at once, but there is incredible pride in showing off your personal work.
Here are 5 things that you can do yourself to make an immediate impact. Number 1, the easiest, is painting. A fresh coat of paint really freshens up the space. And not just walls, but also ugly, worn cabinets can be totally transformed with the right paint and some new hardware like pulls and knobs.
2, lighting. Swapping out dated fixtures is an easy deal switch that makes a massive difference to how the room feels. And 3, plumbing fixtures. You don't have to be a master plumber to upgrade a sink faucet or even replace a toilet.
Number 4, the exterior. Cut an edge of grass, trim the bushes, rake the leaves. It costs almost nothing and makes a huge impact on that curb appeal. And 5, some advanced DIY. If you're a bit more talented with tools, you can take on things like fixing a deck, repairing drywall, or hanging new cabinets. Homeownership is still the American dream, and it is still entirely possible. It just requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to do a little hard work up front.
Remember, no debt, strong emergency fund, and a smart calculated budget.
If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments, what is the ugliest room you've ever had to fix up in a house?
Thanks for joining us for What's Your Why Wednesday. Keep focused, stay disciplined,
And we will see you on the path next week.